Hi guys, in this video we will be solving minimum wire required to connect all PCs. Okay, so what is the problem? Let's first understand that. Suppose there is a computer network, I mean a network of computers. This is like computer A, computer B, computer C. These are interconnected with each other. Okay, and the edges connecting the two wires represent the cost. Let's suppose it be 2 to 10. So if I want to connect to computer B to if I want to connect from computer A to computer B via this particular path, then 2 is the cost. Okay, if I want to connect from computer A to computer C via this path, all the edges are undirected. Okay, none of the edges are directed. If I want to connect from computer A to computer C via this path, then I will have to pay 10. Which path? If I'm connecting using this path, then I will have to pay 10. Okay, and if I want to connect from computer A to computer C via this path, then how much will I have to pay? 2 plus 2 from A to B, then from B to C. So 2 plus 2 equal to 4. Then I will have to pay 4 as the cost. Okay, so total, let's analyze what is the total cost for this graph. Okay, the total cost for this graph is cost of all the edges. Like this, if this is my graph, so what is the total cost of all the connections? Like I have established a connection using this, so I will have to pay the cost of this connection. I have established a connection from A to B directly, so I will have to pay this cost also. Same for this cost also. So the total cost in this case will be what? 2 plus 2 plus 10 equal to total cost is equal to 14. Okay, now our aim is that we have to reduce the total cost of the graph. Okay, but we don't want to lose some connections. It is not that I will remove some connection. Like suppose if I remove these two connections from, if I remove the connection from B to C, and if I remove the connection from A to C, then what happened? Now I am unable to connect the computers B to C and A to B. I lost the connection from B to C and I lost the connection from A to C. So these two connections were originally present, but now they are not present. So this is not a valid case. We don't want to lose our connections. Okay, so we want to minimize the total cost of the graph, but we want all the nodes or all the computers to be still connected by each other. Okay, so one possible option is this. Okay, let me show you that option, what we can do. Just 1 second. Let me redraw the graph. This was 2 and this was 10. Okay, now one possible option for this is that I can remove this particular edge from A to C. Okay, now if I see, I am still able to connect all other nodes or all other computers in the network. I'm able to connect from A to B, I'm able to connect from B to C, and I'm able to connect from A to C. So this is one of the possible options to remove this particular edge. Okay, one more option is there. This was our originally, this was our graph: A to B, B to C, and A to C. This was 2 units, 2 units, and 10 units. So we removed the connection from A to C. So instead of that, now let's remove the connection from B to C. Okay, now let's remove that one. So if I remove this particular connection, so this is also a valid graph. Okay, here also I am able to reach all other nodes. Like I am able to reach from A to B, I am able to reach A to C, and I am able to reach B to C also via the path B to A and B to C. Okay, now there are more options. Like we can remove the path from, if this was our graph, A to B, B to C, and A to C, then we can remove the path from A to B also. Like, okay, you can remove the path from A to B also, but let's for now consider these two cases only. Okay, now let's see what is the total cost for this graph. The total cost is 4, and what is the total cost? Total cost is 2 plus 10 equal to 12 is the total cost. Okay, so which option will we choose? We will choose this particular option. Okay, so what is the idea, how we are going to like decide which particular edge to remove and which particular edge we don't have to remove? Now let's work upon that. Okay, so we have come to know that we can remove some edges. Like if we have a graph, okay, A, B, C, and B to C. If we have multiple paths to reach from one point to the other points, then we can remove some of the paths. Like we can save the cost over there. Okay. Now suppose from this particular redundant path from A to C has a cost of 10. Okay. And we were removing from B to C. B to C has a cost of 2. Okay. So if I remove B to C, then I will reduce the cost of the graph by 2 units. And if I have A to C, then I will remove the cost of the graph by 10 units. So, like in this case, A to C was that particular edge which was of the highest unit, means which was of the highest cost. Like A to B was of cost 10. So if I, sorry, A to C was of cost 10. Okay. So if I remove the edge A to C, then I will reduce the cost of the graph by the maximum amount. So in this case, A to C was our option. A to C was the desired particular answer for this particular case. Okay. So now how will we figure out which particular edge to remove or which particular edge not to remove in a graph of a bigger size? Okay. So the algorithm which we are going to use for this particular problem is known as Prim's algorithm. Okay. It is based on it is a minimum spanning tree algo. So it is based on that. Okay. So what we are going to do, the algorithm is almost same as BFS. Okay. But here we are using not BFS, it is very much similar to Dijkstra also. Dijkstra algorithm which we have solved in the previous problem, it is very similar to that also. Here we are also using priority queue. So in this particular case, we will also use priority queue. Okay, that is what we are going to use. And at each step, we are going to what we are going to choose. Suppose I am on a what eventually what I have to do, I have to connect all the computers. Okay, suppose I am at this particular location. If I am at location B, so for me there are two options. I can either connect from B, three options. I can either connect to B2A, or I can connect to B2D, or I can connect to B2C. Okay, and B is my starting node. Okay, suppose I have this in the priority queue. Okay, minimum priority queue, it is a minimum priority queue. This one has a cost of 1 unit, this one has a cost of 10, this one has a cost of 1, and B2C has a cost of 1, a cost of 9. Okay, so priority queue gives the minimum element, so we are taking the minimum element on the basis of weight. Okay, so I am at B. What I know, I can say that for the current moment, B to D is the minimum cost that I can connect for the moment. Okay, like I can connect computer B says that I can connect to computer D for the moment at the minimum cost. B to A may be the minimum cost, or there may be another option for B to A, like I can go and travel this way. This one can be the minimum option. Similarly, for B to C, there can be a option like one way to directly connect from B to C. Another option is that like I can traverse the graph, then again come back to C. Then it may be the minimum option. Like suppose if all the weights over in this path is of zero cost, then this one will be the minimum cost. And if all the paths in this particular region are of, suppose this is instead of 6 it is 100 unit, instead of 4 it is 100 unit, then it will not be the minimum answer. Then in that case B to C will be our answer. So in the second iteration, after removing the B to A, which one will be minimum? B to C will be minimum, so I will use that this particular edge in that particular second iteration. Okay, so what I mean by that is, let me show you a dry run, then it will be more clear. Okay, let's suppose this is our graph. Okay, this is the graph. All the edges I have written over here, and the cost of that edges are written over here. Like suppose we are starting from A, our source node is A. Okay, and this is our priority queue. Okay, I will add all the neighbors of A in this priority queue along with the weight. So if I am starting with A, I can go to B, A to B with a cost of 10. Okay, now I can go from A to E with a cost of 5 unit. So it is a minimum priority queue, so it will give the minimum element the first chance. Okay, so it is saying that connect the edge between A and E with a cost of 5 unit. So I said okay, let's do that. So I will connect this particular edge from A to E. I connected this edge. Okay, now what I did, I removed this, we have removed this element from A to E with a cost of 5. Okay, now I am on the edge E, node E. Now I have to add the neighbors of E. There is only one neighbor of E, that is E to D. E to D with a cost of 5. Okay, sorry, it was A to E originally. I have written A to E was of cost 2 originally. Okay, so in whatever case, that was the right answer. Now from E, there is only one neighbor, E to D, and that is of cost 5. So between 10 and 5, 5 is the minimum, so I will remove E to D. So E to D with a cost of 5 will be removed from here. Okay. Now it is saying that connect the edge E to D with the cost of 5. So I said, okay, let's connect that edge E to D with a cost of 5. Okay. Let me write that also. Here the cost is 5 and here the cost is 2. Okay. Now what we have to do is that we have to add the neighbors of D. But before adding the neighbors of D, let's remove this particular one. Okay. What are the neighbors of D? Neighbors of D are B and F. So let's write that from D to B, the cost is, what is the cost? From D to B, the cost is 1 unit, and another edge is from D to F. D to F, the cost is, I have not written the cost over here. Let's write some random cost 2. Okay, for now, let's take it as 2. So from D to F, the cost will be 2. So whichever is minimum, choose that. So 1 is the minimum, so we'll remove this node. Okay, so here we'll write connect D to B with a cost of 1. So it is saying us to connect D to B. So we'll do that. Okay, let's connect it D to B and the cost is 1. Okay, after that we have to add the neighbors of what? B. So the neighbors of B, and we have not done one thing, we have to mark visited also. Like in BFS, what we were doing, we were marking visited also. So till now we have, let's mark that also. So till now we have visited node A, we have visited node E, we have visited node D, and now when we removed node B, we have visited node B also. Okay, now let's do that. We have removed, now we have to add the neighbors of B. So what are the neighbors of B? Neighbors of B is 1, but A is already visited, so not to add A in the priority queue. Okay, other neighbor of B is what? C. So we will add C in the priority queue. So C, B to C with a cost of B, this is B to C with a cost of 9 will be added in the priority queue. And let's remove this one. Now we will again find minimum element. Minimum element is what? D to F. D to F with a cost of 2. Okay, so we have to mark F as visited. F is visited, and we have to connect D to F with a cost of 2. So let's connect that D to F with a cost of 2. We have done that. After that, add the neighbors of F. So what are the neighbors of F? Only G is the neighbor, so let's add it. F to G with a cost of 8. Added this, we have added in the priority queue. Okay, now again let's remove the minimum element. So minimum element is what? Before, let me erase this. Okay, now again the minimum element is what? B to C with a cost of 9. So remove B to C with a cost of 9. B to C with a cost of 9. So it is saying us to add an edge from B to C with a cost of 9. So C, let's mark C as visited, and we have to add an edge B to C with a cost of 9 unit. Okay, we have done with that, and now we have to add the neighbors of C. So the neighbors of C is J with a cost of 3. C to J with a cost of 3. So we have added the neighbor. Okay, now let's pop the next minimum element. So the next minimum element is of C to J with a cost of 3. So now let's mark J as visited, and we have to add an edge from C to J with a cost of 3 unit. Okay, now let's write that again. After that, we have to add the neighbors of J. Neighbors of J is only I, so let's write it J to I with a cost of 4. Okay, now let's pop the next smaller element. Next smaller element is J to I with a cost of 4. J to I with a cost of 4. So we have to add this node J to I with a cost of 4 unit. We have to mark I as visited. Now we have to add the neighbors of I. So the neighbor of I is what? H. I to H with a cost of 6. Okay, now let's remove this and pop the next minimum element. Okay, now the next minimum element is of weight 6. So let's remove I to H with a cost of 6. It is saying that add an edge of weight 6 between I and H. So let's add that I and H with a cost of 6. Okay, now mark H as visited and add all the edges of H. So the edges of H are H2G with a weight of 7. Okay. Now let's remove the next minimum element. So the next minimum element in terms of weight is H2G with a cost of 7. So H2G with a cost of 7 is removed. So we have to mark G as visited and we have to add the neighbors of G. So all the neighbors of G are already visited, so no new neighbors will be added. We have to add the edge H2G with a cost of 7. This is added. Now let's remove this element and pop the next minimum element. So the next minimum element is F2G with a cost of 8, but G is already visited, we can see, so we will skip this node. Now we have to pop the next element. Next element is what? A to B with a cost of 10. So we are seeing that B is already visited, so we will skip this node also. So now our priority queue is empty, so our work is done. Now let's analyze both the graph, original graph and new graph. So these are computer nodes connected via this graph and these are computer nodes connected via this graph. So we can see that in this graph also all the computer nodes are connected. All the computers are connected. Like we can connect each computer with any other computer. There is a path. If I want to connect A to G, then there is a path. This is the path we will travel all, and the total cost of this graph is minimum. Like in this case, what was the cost? Let's calculate. In this case, the cost was 10 plus 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2, 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8. This is the cost of this graph, and let's calculate the cost of this graph. The cost is 2 plus 5 plus 1 plus 9 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 6 plus 7. Okay, so you can see clearly that this particular term is in smaller than this particular sum. So the total cost of the graph is also reduced and all the nodes are still connected. Okay, so this is what we have to do in this particular problem. Okay, and I have explained you the algorithm via the dry run. So now let's move on to the coding part and let's see how we can do this. Okay, I will giving you more intuition like why we have done a particular step in the coding, like why I have written a particular line of code while coding also. Otherwise, the rest of it is just it is modification of BFS algo modification, or it is also an modification of Dijkstra. We can say that we are going to use priority queue instead of simple queue. Earlier we were using simple queue, but this time we will use priority queue. Okay, now let's move on to the coding part. Okay, so everything is given to us. So we first need a Boolean array to mark which particular nodes are visited. So let's create that. Okay, now what we need, let's see in the question. Okay, in which way we have to print the output? Neighbor node, source node, and the weight, which we have weight. Okay, let's do that. We will be just writing BFS algorithm, modification of BFS. So instead of queue, we have to use what? Priority queue. Priority queue, PQ equal to new priority queue. Okay, but this will be priority queue of class, since class pair we need that. Why do we need that? Why do we need that? Like I have told you that at each location what we were storing, that what is the current node, what is the, that is what we were storing, current node, neighbor node, and the weight. So we will be using a class pair and we will be making a priority queue of class pair. Okay, for this particular purpose. So let's do that also. So instead of pair, let's use the edge class only. We will, since it already has parent, neighbor, and the weight, so we can use the edge class also. So let's use this class. Okay, the priority queue of class edge. Priority queue of class edge PQ is equal to new priority queue. But priority queue, we want our priority queue, mean priority queue, to work on the basis of wait. So we will have to mention that in the edge class, that we want our priority queue to work on the basis of wait. So we will make an comparably and comparable of edge. Let's write comparable. This I have explained you in the Dijkstra algorithm also, like why I am doing this. Let's make an object B. We want to sort it, or we want the priority queue to work on the basis of weight. So that is what we will do. We will return, we will tell that to work on the basis of weight. Whichever weight is of lower magnitude, give that the preference. So we have written that in our compare to function. Now let's do the rest of the work. So first we need to add the source node. So we can start from any node. So for now, let's start from the 0th node. Okay, so let's add priority queue dot add new pair of source node. What is the neighbor node and what is the weight? Okay, why I am writing 0 0 0, let me tell you that. Okay, like for here, earlier what was happening, I was adding a neighbor from A to C and there was a weight of 2. So this is what I was storing in the priority queue. But when I am starting for the very first time for the root node, what is, if I am here from A to A, what is the neighbor, what is the source? What is the source node is also a, neighbor is also it, and I'm already present at A. So what is the weight to go to A? So weight is also 0. Okay, so this is the special case, like the first node is the special case. For that we'll have to write something like that. Source node is also a, parent neighbor node is also a, and weight is also 0. So we need to make a check while printing also. For if this is a source node, then we have to not to print anything. For all other nodes, we have to print like which path we used and what is the weight of that path. Okay, so we will handle this in our code also. Source node is the special case. Now let's write it. While priority queue size is greater than 0 or priority queue is not empty, what we will do, we will remove the element from the priority queue. Priority queue dot remove if this node is already visited, that is if visited of remaining dot neighbor is true, then simply keep this node. Otherwise what we have to do, we have to mark this node as visited. Okay, now what is the work, that we have to do over here, that we were need to print something like this. Okay, where it is like something like this, 10 means neighbor parent whatever was the weight. Okay, we need to handle, means we need to write these extra brackets also over here, square brackets. Okay, so it is nothing but we have to, what we have to do is, first we have to neighbor, we have to print neighbor, source and weight. Okay, like if I am on node D, then who is my parent, either B or C? So we have to write source, then what is the weight of that edge. If I am using D to B, if my source is B, then weight will be 1. If my source is C, then weight will be 5. So this is what we have to write over there. Okay, let's do that also. Source will be edge dot source node, since this is the parent, and neighbor will be what, neighbor will be edge dot neighbor, and weight will be what, weight will be edge dot weight. So this is new element has been added, and this is not pair, we are using edge class this time, so it is edge. Second, this is edge. Okay, so we are done with that. After the traversal is done, all the elements will be printed. So now we have to do the work part. Okay, so for work part we need to print like this. So now let's write a print statement for this. How we can write this? Okay, so we need to print system.out.println, starting with a square bracket plus what we have to do, source node. So let's print the source node. then we have to add a dash. Okay, then we have to print the neighbor node, so let's add that. Then we have to add a at the rate symbol, so let's add it. Then after that we have to print the weight, so remaining dot removed element dot weight. Then finally we have to close it with a square bracket, so let's do that also. Now let's check whether everything is correct or not, then we can submit this problem. So remove the spaces. So we have made a boolean array. Okay, priority queue is of edge class. We have added the, yeah, we have not did this part. We need to print this. I have told you that we need a check if the source node is there. We have to not to print this thing. For all other nodes we need to print this. Okay, so if remaining dot source is not equal to remaining dot neighbor. Okay, why this line will work? For the starting node, what I am passing over here is 0 0, means source is also 0 and neighbor is also 0. So for the starting node, it will not print it will not print like 0 0 at the rate 0. This line will not be printed for the starting node, that is the source node. And else for all other nodes, source node and neighbor node will be different. Like for our A to B, source and node will be different, source and parent will be different. For A to C, for B to C, B to D, anything, source and neighbor will be different. So for those nodes or those edges, this will be printed like B to D at the rate of 20 or 10, this will be printed. Okay, so for source node we have to not to print, skip that part. So I have written this line, if this is not equal to this, then we can print this, else we have to not to print that. Okay, now let's check whether everything is fine. We have printed, we have added the neighbors. I think everything is correct. Let's try to run this code and check is everything right or not. There is a compilation error. Yes, we have written pair over here. It's not pair, it's edge class. Okay, edge, it is edge. Okay, edge. Everywhere else it is edge. Let's check, is there any more mistake? No, everything else looks fine. Now let's try to run it. So we are getting a wrong answer. Okay, so initially 0 1 instead of 1 0. So we have to print remove neighbor first, then the source element. Okay, let's do that. Remove dot neighbor first, then remove dot source, remove element dot source. Okay, now let's try to run it. Is this time are we getting correct answer or not? Let's see. So it is running. We are getting correct answer. Let's try to submit it. Let's check whether we are passing all test cases or not. We are passing all test cases, that means our solution is correct. So I hope you guys would have understood the solution.